Hello everyone, this is me Aman Kumar and this is the next video in the course Way to C Programming. In this video we will discuss about the flow control statements in C and C++. Please subscribe our channel on the YouTube so that you can get the notifications whenever we post the video. So here we start. First of all, what is the statement? Statement is an instruction that execute at runtime. Every line in the program is known as statement. The lines we write in the program are known as statement. These statements will execute at runtime. There are four types of statements. First of all, sequential statements, conditional statements, iterative or looping statements, and branching statements. First of all, what are the sequential statements? Sequential statements are those statements which execute starting from line 1 to line 2 and so on. They will start its execution from line 1, then line 2, then line 3, then line 4 and so on. This is a sequential execution. The sequence in which we have written the statements, they will execute in that sequence only. Till now the programs we have done are the example of sequential statements, as statements in programs are executed as the sequence as they are written. Means they will execute in the sequence in which they are written. The next are the conditional statements. These statements will depend upon the condition for their executions, are those statements which will depend upon some condition for their execution. Types of conditional statements are if condition, else condition, if else condition, nested if else, and if else ladder. First of all, we will discuss the if condition. What is the syntax? If in parentheses a condition will come, then this is known as block of if, and these are the statements. These statements will be known as conditional statements because these statements depend upon this if condition for their execution. Statement 1 and statement 2 are the conditional statements as they will depend upon condition for their execution. If this condition is true, these statements will execute. If this condition is false, these statements will not execute. So how the control will work? First of all, the condition is checked. If the condition is true, then conditional code, this is known as conditional code, then conditional code will execute. If condition is false, then this conditional block will not execute. First of all, the program is write a program to find greatest of two numbers using if condition. There are two numbers, we have to find the greatest of two numbers using if. So this is the program to find greatest of two numbers. First of all, we include the header files, hash include std.h, hash include conio.h, int main. So we declare the two variables num1 and num2. These are of integer type. Printf, we print the statement enter two numbers. We will give message to the user so that he can enter two numbers. Then we will use scanf, we will enter two numbers, scanf %d for integers. First number will go in number 1, second value will go in number 2. Now here is an if condition. If number 1 greater than number 2, if number 1 is greater than number 2, then we will print the message number 1 is greater. The next condition is if number 2 is greater than number 1, print the message number 2 is greater, get ch and return 0. We will execute this program. Enter two numbers, we are getting the message enter two numbers, so I enter two values 5 and 8. The message is number 2 is greater, number 2 is 8, number 1 is 5, so number 2 is greater. So this is an if number 1 is great. If number 1 is greater than number 2, then print the message number 1 is greater. If number 2 is greater than number 1, then print the message number 2 is greater. It is a very simple program. Hope you understand it. Any non-zero value inside if means true. Like if 5 is a non-zero value means if true. Any zero value inside the if means false. So if we will execute this program, if 5 means 5 is a non-zero number, so 5 is true. 5 is a non-zero number means true. If 1, if 2, if 3, any non-zero number will indicate it is true, so it will print hello. If 0 means false, it will not print anything. This if is false, it will not execute because 0 means false. If of false means that condition is false, so this will not execute, only this will execute because inside if there is a true value, 5 is a true value, 0 is a false value, so we will get the message hello. Any non-zero number inside if means true, any zero number inside if means false. If there is only one statement inside if, there is no need of braces also. Like in this case, there is only one statement after if. There is only one statement after if. So these braces are optional. these braces are optional. Similarly here only one statement is there after if, so these braces are optional. We can execute this program as it is in this form also. So number 2 is greatest. This will also work. We can also write an expression inside if. First of all, this expression will execute. What will be the value of this expression? First of all, we will calculate this 2% 5. What will be the remainder? 2. 3 plus 2 5. 5 means true. So if of true, so this will print. This works. Similarly, a is equal to 10. The assignment also return the true. This a is equal to 10 will return true value, and the value will be 10. A is equal to 5. A is equal to 10 will return a true value. What will be the value? The value will be 10. But if you are writing a is equal to 0, if you are writing a is equal to 0, this will return the value 0. 0 means false. If here a is equal to 0 is there, then this will not execute. This will return false. If minus 5 is the non-zero number, this will also execute. So what will be the output of this? Like I write one more statement here, printf /n welcome to Way2yTech. We run this program. First of all, we have to enter two numbers 4 and 5. See, we have got the output number 2 is greatest and welcome to Way2yTech. Why we are getting this statement? Because this statement is out of if. This statement is not the part of the if. Only this statement is part of if. This statement will always execute. Like I will again run the program. Now we are getting the output number 1 is greater. Number 1 is greater means this if is executing and this statement is executing. Why this statement is executing? Because this is not part of this if. Only this statement is part of this if. This statement is out of the if, because if no braces are there after if, only first statement is the part of if. Only this statement is part of if. This is equivalent to this thing. This is equivalent to this. So this statement is not a conditional statement. This statement will always execute. This statement will always execute. The next conditional statement is if else condition. If only evaluates to true. If will only execute if the condition inside if is true. If does not execute when the expression is false. In if we are only dealing with the true case. We are not dealing with the false case. So else will deal with false case. So if the condition is true, if will be executed. If the condition is false, else will be executed. The syntax is if condition. These are the statements, statement 1 and statement 2. Else, these are two statements. This statement will be executed if condition is true. These statements will be executed if condition is false. This will execute in true case. This will execute in false case. Only one out of if or else will be executed at a time. This is the flow diagram. First of all, condition is checked. If the condition is true, if code is executed. If the condition is false, then else code is executed. If condition is this statement will be executed if condition is true. These statements will be executed if condition is false. This will execute in true case. This will execute in false case. At a time, only one block will be executed. If has executed, else will not execute. If has not executed, else will execute. Only one out of if or else will be executed at a time. This is the flow diagram. First of all, condition is checked. If the condition is true, if code is executed. If the condition is false, then else code is executed. Write the program to find greatest of two numbers using if else. We will do the same program using if else. Only the changes here I will write else. Now I execute the program. We will get the same result. Enter two numbers 4 and 5. Number 2 is greatest. So if is dealing with the true case. If number 1 is greater than 2. If number 1 is greatest, then print number 1 is greatest. Else means if it is false. False means number 2 is greatest, then print number 2 is greater. Simple program. So next program is write a program to enter any character and check whether it is vowel or not. We have to enter any character, then we have to check whether it is vowel or not. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U are the vowels. So this is the program. First of all, we include the statements int main. We declare a character ch. Printf, we give message to the user to enter any character. Scanf, user will enter the character. So here the specifier we use is %c because we have to enter a character. Now we have to compare this character with A, E, I, O, U, and then in capital case also A in capital A, capital E, capital I, capital O, capital U. So if CH equal to A, for characters we will use single quotes. We are comparing CH with A. If CH equal to A means we are checking the value that whether the value of CH is A or not. Similarly, this is OR. If CH equal to A or CH equal to E or CH equal to I or CH equal to O or CH equal to U. Similarly, we are checking for the capital case. CH equal to capital A, CH equal to capital E, CH equal to I, CH equal to O, CH equal to U. So we are comparing the values of CH with A, E, I, O, U and capital A, capital E, capital I, capital O and capital U. If any of this condition is true, suppose this is true, so whole expression will be true. If any of the condition is true, suppose this is true, so whole if will become true, so answer will be character is vowel. If all are false means character is not a vowel. If all are false, then else will execute means it is not a vowel. We are using OR here because OR results true if any of the condition is true. If any of the condition is true means our character is a vowel. So I execute the program. We are getting the message, enter any character. I enter R. R is not a vowel. How the program will execute? CH equal to R equal to A, no. R equal to E, no. Equal to I, no. Similarly, all will result false. So if will not execute and else will execute. Similarly, if I enter capital I, this is a vowel. I equal to A, no. This is also false. This is also false. This is also false. This is also false. But this will result in true. That's why the whole if will result in true and we will get character is vowel. So this will be output. So we have done this program. Write a program to enter any character and check whether it is vowel or not. You can try this program. This is a simple program. So there is a next program. Write a program to enter small case character and output uppercase character, and when user inputs uppercase character and output small case character. What this means, if user enters small a, then output will be capital A. If user is entering capital A, then output will be small a. Means toggle the case. Change smaller case to capital case to smaller case. So how we will do this program? First of all, we will find whether user is entering the small case character or uppercase character. If user is entering a small case character, here sky code will be 97 and here sky code is 65. So if user is entering small case character, the sky code will be greater than 97. If user is entering smaller case capital case character, a sky code is greater than 65. Now if user is entering small case means user has entered the sky code is greater than 97, so we will subtract minus 32 in this case. But if user is entering capital case character, we have to convert into 97, so we will add plus 32 in this case. So this is the program. Char ch printf, we are giving message to the user to enter any alphabet. Scanf ch. If ch greater than equal to 97 means it is a small case character. In this case we will do ch is equal to ch minus 32. We will decrease the value by 32. Else means the condition is false, means the character entered is capital case, then we will increase the value. In else case we will add 32. So the output now we will print this character. Inverted case alphabet is ch. Now we will print the value of ch. So the output will be enter any alphabet. If user entered A, output will be inverted case alphabet is A. If user entered capital A, the output will be small a. Hope you understand this program. Please try this program and execute this program, then you will have better understanding. The next is nested if else. If else construct within either of the body of if statement or body of the else statement or both. This is known as nesting of ifs. What it means? There is an if condition, there is an else. So these are the examples of nested if else. If we write if else in if also, if else in else also. In this case we are writing if else construct in only else. In this case we are writing if else construct in if statement. So these are all are example of nested if else. Means nested means if inside if, or if inside only, if inside if, or if inside else should be there. In this case it is an example of nesting. What is the program? Write a program to find greatest of three numbers using nested if else. First of all, we will see the logic of finding the greatest of three numbers. Suppose these are the three numbers A, B and C. First of all, we will find the greatest of these two numbers. We will find the greatest of these two numbers. Suppose the result is A. Now we will compare this and this. The greatest of these two will be the greatest. First of all we will find greatest of first two numbers, and we will compare the resultant with the third number. This will result in the greatest. So this is the program to find greatest of three numbers. First of all, we declare the three numbers, number 1, number 2 and number 3. We give a message to the user, enter three numbers, and using scanf we will enter three numbers, number 1, number 2 and number 3. First of all, we will compare number 1 with number 2. First of all, we will compare number 1 with number 2. If number 1 greater than number 2, if will be true if number 1 is greater. Now the number 1 is greater, so now we will compare number 1 with number 3. If number 1 is greater than number 3, means number 1 is greater, else number 3 is greater. First of all, we will compare number 1 with number 2. If this is true, means we will execute if, means number 1 is greater. Now we will compare number 1 with number 3. If this is also true, means number 1 is greater, else means number 3 is greater. If this condition was false, means number 2 was greater. In this case we will compare number 2 with number 3. Now we will compare number 2 with number 3. If number 2 is greater, means number 2 is greater, else number 3 is greater. This is an easy concept. First of all, we will compare first two numbers. The resultant, the greatest of first two will be compared with the third number, and the resultant the greatest will be the greatest number. We will execute this program. Sorry, here one more %d will come. Note here, one more %d will come. Enter three numbers 5, 6, 7. So number 3 is great. I will again run it. Now I enter 7, 8, 9 and 7. Number 2 is greater. So we are getting the correct output. Hope you understand this program. Please try this program on your own. So the next is if else ladder. It is used to check the multiple conditions. Now if else is only indicating dealing with true and false case. Means two conditions are there. If the condition is true, if the condition is false. But we can also have multiple conditions. For multiple conditions we will use if else ladder. What will be the syntax of if else ladder? If condition 1, else if condition 2, else if condition 3. Similarly we can have many conditions, else if condition 4, else if condition 5, and on last we can have else. This else is optional part. Any of the condition which is true, suppose condition true is true, that will execute. These will not execute. The condition which is true among these conditions will execute. We are checking here multiple conditions. There are condition 1, 2, 3 and so on. Every else is associated with previous if. Every else, this else is associated with this if. Similarly this else is associated with this if. This else associated with this if. Every else is associated with the previous if. The last else goes to work only if all the conditions fails. This will only execute if all the conditions have failed. Even in the else if ladder, the last else is optional. This else is optional. So the program here is write a program to calculate tax for entered salary. We will enter the salary and we have to calculate the tax. If the salary is greater than 10,000, then tax is 2%. If salary lies between 5,000 and 10,000, then tax is 1.5%. If salary is between 3 and 5,000, the tax is 1%. If salary is lesser than 3,000, tax is 0%. So there are the multiple conditions. If salary is greater than 10,000, tax is 2%. If salary is between 5 to 10,000, tax is 1.5%. If salary is between 3,000 to 5,000, then tax is 1%. If salary is less than 3,000, then tax is 0%. We will see this program. So here is the program. First of all, we will include the header file. This is the starting point of the program. Int main. We declare the two variables t and s, and data type is float. Why we are taking float? Because tax and salary can be in decimal. Tax can be in decimal numbers also. We are giving message to the user printf enter salary. We are giving message enter salary and scanf s. The salary will go in variable s. Now we are comparing s with different values. First of all, we are if s is greater than 10,000. So if s is greater than 10,000, then tax is 0.02 of s. Else if, this is the next condition. So what is the condition? S is greater than 5,000 and this is the and symbol, and s is less than 10,000. This will only execute if both the conditions are true, because and is there. Both the conditions should be true, like s should be greater than 5,000 and s should be less than 10,000. Suppose the value is s is 6,000. In this case, this will execute because 6,000 is greater than 5,000 and 6,000 is less than 10,000. In this case, tax is 0.15%. The tax is 0.15%. So what will be the value? T is equal to 0.15 of s. Similarly, if salary is between 3,000 and 5,000, then tax is 0.1%. Else means if any of the condition is not true. If any of the condition is not true means salary is less than 3,000. So tax will be 0. At the end, we will print the value of tax. Printf tax is 0.2f. This means after decimal 2 digits should be there. This 2 means after decimal 2 digits should be there, and we are printing the value of t, means we are printing the value of tax. So I execute this program. First of all, I write the salary as 45,000. So first 45,000 is greater than 10,000, so tax will be 2%. Similarly, if salary is 6,000, now the tax is 0.15%. If salary is 35,000, now the tax is 1%. If tax is less than 3,000, then tax is 0. Suppose the tax is 2,000, now the tax is 0. So again I will explain the program. First of all, we declare the two variables float t and s. Give you message to the user to enter salary, scanf salary. If salary is greater than 10,000, tax is 0.02 of s. Else if salary is greater than 5,000 and salary is less than 10,000, means salary is between 5 and 10,000, then tax is 0.15 of s. Else if salary is greater than 3,000, less than 5,000, tax is 1%, else tax is 0. Similarly, you have to try this program. Write a program to calculate salary as per following table. The table is given. If there are, first of all, we have to check the two conditions. First of all, we have to check the gender, whether the gender is male or female. If the gender is male, now we have to check more conditions. If year of service is greater than 10,000, if year of service greater than 10,000, and again if the qualification is post graduation, then salary is 15,000. If qualification is graduate, then salary is 10,000. Similarly, if year of service is less than 10, and if the service is post graduation, then salary is 10,000. If graduate, then 7,000. Similarly, for female, if the salary is greater than 10,000 and qualification is graduation and post graduation, these different values are given. You have to try this program. Thanks for watching the video. This is the Facebook page www.facebook.com/way2itech, and this is my Facebook ID fb/amankumar29. These are our two books, Way to C and C++ and Way to Web Designing. Please like, subscribe and share our video. Do comment in the comment section if you have any doubt. Please do subscribe the channel so that you can get the notification whenever we post the new video. Thanks for watching the video.